Welcome once again to another exciting episode of Overall Overtime with me, Andrew Jones, on the Bleav Network. And enjoy my interview with the exceptional, the sensational, and the humble basketball instructing extraordinaire Chris Lethal Shooter Matthews. I talk with the prominent DMV native about his rise to being a sought after instructor for not only the best in the NBA and WNBA, but also well known celebrity figures. Enjoy my interview with Chris Lethal Shooting Matthews, including the major event that he and his partners at Red Bull are doing, and it may involve the fate of mankind at stake. Here is my interview with the great Chris Lethal Shooter Matthews, and that interview starts right now. Having the great Chris Lethal Matthew Shooter in the building for Red Bull, about to have his big event. And we're going to get into not only that, but also this movie. But Chris, how are you doing on this day and just your whole vibes right now in this summer of June 2023 right now?
I'm doing good, man. The summer's just getting started. My NBA guys doing some amazing content for Red Bull. So I'm just ready to actually just a lot of exciting things happening this summer. I'm just excited to get it done. So it's just a blessing.
And one of those exciting things, or for the other exciting thing that we'll talk about, is you having that movie about your
Yeah.
whole life, man. From how you've been grinding, doing your thing, being DMV, Chocolate City. Just your thoughts about being in your own movie about your life.
No, it was definitely a surreal moment. We had a premiere in DC and in LA. The DC premiere was amazing. I had my mom there. I had family members there. I had people that was in the struggle with me there. I had my pastors there. I had street guys there. I had teammates there. So it was a dream come true to be on that stage. The same with the LA. I just had so many celebrities and people that came out just to say how much they appreciate me as a person. And sometimes, it's hard for me to hear that, but to have a movie out, especially about my life, and I never made it to the NBA or nothing of that nature, it just shows how much hard work does pay off. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, I'm that story that I didn't give up. So I just want to make sure I continue to spread that story with Red Bull and different platforms to show like if you're consistent in your craft that God gave you, it can pay off.
Amen to that, brother. And hey, before the Wizards be able to win a title again, that was the title for all of DC with you having that whole movie premiere
Yeah.
right there. That you talked about the journey. We're going to talk about the journey in a second. What was the thing that started the journey for you falling in love in the game with your father right there, with mother there? What was the thing that had you growing up say, this is the game or the moment that made me love basketball?
It was so many moments, but I say playing Boys and Girls Club, like I was saying in DC as well, my confidence wasn't as high as it's supposed to be. And the one thing that Jeff did a good job of is instilling confidence in me as a shooter. And it was a few moments for Boys and Girls Club where I had game winners and I didn't take the shot. And my dad and my Coach Jarrell, would be like, man, you need to take that shot. We believe in you. We believe in you. My teammates, we believe in you. And that's when I really started really falling in love with a game at a young age, playing Boys and Girls Club, because I started realizing like, okay, the hard work that I'm putting in with my dad outside at Rudolph Playground is paying off. But now it's time for me to have confidence in myself. And so many people believe in me. And that's when I really truly started genuinely loving the game, especially a lot of people I say as well in the documentary. I used to train behind a market on a crate. So when I used to be out there with my friends and stuff like that, it's just those surreal moments like made me really truly fall in love with basketball.
Was there any moment of watching NBA or college basketball that fueled that along with your self love? Because you got that from the self love there from your own experience. Was there any of those experiences watching 90s basketball in just that wonderful period that made you crystallize that love there for the game?
No, 100%. I always give credit to Craig Hodges. I give credit to that all that Bulls era, man. You remember on NBC, like
Sir,
ABC, all that stuff. So it was just the good days, bro, and just to watch basketball back then. I remember as a kid, my dad used to take me to the Georgetown games to see Allen Iverson and go to USA Arena and do different stuff of that nature. I remember back then Chris Webber and Juwan Howard was playing for the Bullets. So it's so many moments back then in the 90s that was just surreal moments for me growing up in the DMV area that actually gave me my love. And it was a lot with those different people of that stature, because I feel like in the 90s, all due respect to the basketball now, it's amazing, but I feel like that 90s basketball was just, it was remarkable.
I mean, that tension with that NBC production, that theme music, the drama, me being a Knicks
Amazing.
I'm paying as a Knicks fan.
Oh.
Charles Smith still got fouled. I still
Right.
that to this day, and I feel that way.
Right.
Just that production was just so real, and it just added to the importance of the games and the drama of that era. It's something that's fueled us to love the game the way that we are.
Absolutely.
As 90s children. And that love for you, man, led to you going to St. Bonaventure, playing at a D1 school, a respected D1 school at that in St. Bonnie's. You talk about that whole experience and then being able to play overseas and lay the foundation for you being a private coach.
Yeah, when I came out of high school, I went to Washington State for 2 years with Tony Bennett. Then I transferred to St. Bonaventure. And like you're saying, bro, growing up in DC, you'll never think, not saying that it's such a trap, but it's like, man, to make it D1, like you saying, bro, that's a dream come true. Like, to get out your neighborhood, you get free food, you get a dorm room, you get money for a car, you get all these things. And it was definitely a surreal moment. And those two colleges definitely mold me and help me mature as a man, because I started cheating a little bit of my areas in life and not working extremely hard like what I did to get to those situations. And those two colleges have definitely molded me for life, especially St. Bonaventure. They did a good job of teaching us how to treat others and teaching us how to be servants to other people. And that's what my brand is all about, just telling people to stay locked in. And my brand is not always about me, it's about other people. If you see the posts that I always put up. So like St. Bonaventure did a good job of that, because that's what St. Bonaventure is all about. It's not just sports, it's about serving others. So those moments was definitely a surreal moment, bro. Like, I always give respect to those schools.
That servant leadership or that servant mentorship, that's a saying that reverberates around. And you talk about this with Craig Hodges being one of those great mentors with his tremendous story and just his old tremendous personality. How did that relationship come to happen with you connecting with Craig and having a lifelong bond with him?
Yeah, man. So I was playing overseas and I was actually riding the bench, and Craig Hodges was the coach on the other team. And he came to me and said, look, man, I've been watching you. I see how great your jump shot is. When Christmas time comes, we're going to trade for you. And at the time, like I tell everybody, of course, I grew up and I looked up to Craig, but I didn't know him personally. So when he said that to me, I was like, yeah, whatever, man. This dude just talking. And then Christmas time came and I got traded for a first round draft pick and money. And then the day I got traded, I went with them back to their city in Halifax. That next day, me and him got in the gym for like 3, 4, 5 hours, and we were working on my footwork. And he actually helped change so much stuff about my game. And I have footage, like I always tell people, because of him, I'm scoring 20 points straight points in a row. Because of him, I broke NBL playoff records because of him, because of the stuff he was instilling me, not just as a basketball player, but as a person. And like you said, I just talked to him just 2 days ago again, because I really value, I really value his mentorship, because it's bigger than basketball. He's just explained to me stuff about life, because he did it at the highest level. He coached Kobe. He played with Michael Jordan. He's won NBA 3-point championship. So everything that he's done, I look up to, especially even the way he speaks about the importance of the African American community. So it's just, having somebody like him on my side, bro, it's just a dream come true. Him and my other mentors, Coach Nutt, my dad that passed, Simeon that passed, Walter Ray, so many people that, like I say in my documentary, which you see as well, they sacrificed for me when they didn't want nothing out of it, but just to see another person make it in life. And that's why I'm so hard at pushing people on my platform as well, because I want everybody to figure out their purpose.
And not only you have them figure out their purpose, you have them showing how that purpose translates to working with them on that whole court. And before we get into this Red Bull event that is forthcoming, that is going to be so intriguing, I want to ask you what was that moment that you felt on social? Because you have that great post 9 years ago. I had 3K followers. and few people was out there Bleav it, which is still already a large amount of followers, by the way, people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
already a large amount, but still some people
Yeah.
were somehow doubting your whole path that's led forward to what it is today. Talk about that 9-year path. What was that moment when you realized, wow, this is going in a different direction and I have different viewership than ever and this is taking off? What was that moment that Lord or anyone else was able to give to you that you said was even a major turning point to right now?
Just basically when I posted a few of my first shooting videos, that's when I kind of knew, like, hold on, like I'm really onto something. Like people really look up to the way that I shoot. So let me start posting more of my shooting. And most importantly, like you saying, when I had those type of followers back then, the same energy that I gave back then is the same energy I'm giving now, or possibly more. Because back then, me and you didn't have IG Live. Me and you back then, we didn't have videos that was a minute and 30 seconds. It was only 15 seconds.
Yep.
So I feel like the energy that I'm putting in, yeah, the energy I'm putting into it right now is way more because my love and my passion has never changed. Because what I'm doing is not something that I'm fabricating. This is what I would die for this. The art of shooting. I would die for helping other people. I would die for letting people just understand that giving up is never an option. And that's why since I started my platforms, I've been able to teach something and be consistent with something because it's something that I live by.
And something that you live by is how you're going to be battling an AI robot in this era of AI robots all the way in overseas in Japan with this in the month of July. I want to ask you, you got the 3-point shooting contest, the long shooting contest, and a battle of true ball. Is true ball 1-on-1 or is it some other form that we got to see? What does that encompass right there? Lead Shooter Matthews.
Man, I'll say, man, this is a dream come true, bro. Like 2.5 years ago when I bought this to Red Bull saying I wanted to do this, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like I didn't never think they was gonna accomplish this. And they hit me up and said, yo, you said you wanted to do it, we're gonna set this up. And it's a dream. You know how it is, bro. Like I'm a
That
shooter.
was
I see this rope.
that was you that set that up. That was you that proposed this.
Well, I didn't set it up. Red Bull, they the big dogs. I just tell them what I want. So, but I'm the one that saw it. So when I saw this robot shooting about 2.5 years ago, I said, man, it would be a dream come true to shoot against a robot. Like that would be so awesome. And last year we sat down, we had some conversations, and we're making a dream reality right now. And it just shows you again, bro. Like you can see a vision and have a vision for yourself and be consistent and stay focused on your craft, but you never know that can actually come true if you be consistent. Like I said this to them, they worked for it, it happened, and now I'm here. And it's just like that in life, bro. Like if you have a goal, you put that goal into the universe, you work towards that goal, and then you'll look up at 2, 3, 4 years. That goal is a reality. So for this to happen, bro, I'm excited, bro. And to shoot against this robot. Hopefully, I don't let mankind down. I look forward to getting this done, man, because I definitely can't let the robot beat me. But one thing about this robot, Toyota did a great job. This robot is definitely lethal. This robot is shooting from half court, effortless, like his form shooting. This robot is Ray Allen / Clay Thompson / lethal shooter Steph Curry on steroids. So I'm excited. Yeah, battle of lethal. So I'm excited for this, man.
So, do you expect this robot from Toyota to now have some trash talk ready? Do you think? Because we seen AI explode out of nowhere, right?
Yeah,
Got music
yeah.
legends coming out from down up above, and then like being able to be revived. Is this AI gonna give you some trash talk? You thinking? Are you ready to give that trash talk back in full DMV fashion?
Well, the good thing is you already know DMV. We know how to trash talk very well, but I don't think Q6 talks. But I'll tell you one thing: I'm gonna be the one talking that trash to it because that's why I needed to catch Q6 now because I know in the next 10 years Q6 might be playing the real game. So I need to get him while it's early. You know what I mean?
For sure. You got to with how
Yeah.
these things develop with this technology.
Oh man, I said let me get Q6 now. By the time in 10 years, Q6 might have his own apartment.
That may well be a possibility, man. Before a few more questions before I let you out of here. How did this Red Bull partnership come to be after your whole page blowing up the way that it is and deservedly so? How did the partnership with Red Bull come to be and leading to this really happy path that you're on with them?
Yeah, it was a dream come true. They reached out to me before COVID and was saying, "Hey, man, we got our eyes on you. We love the work you're doing. We love the stuff you're doing in the community. We love your shooting ability. Stay tuned because we think you might be a person we want to partner with." And then over COVID, we started that partnership, and since then, it's been a dream come true. I've been able to break world records with Red Bull. I've been able to go to Egypt to be the first person ever to shoot in front of the Sphinx. So I've been doing so many great things with Red Bull, partner by myself. I've been giving back to the community, and that's something that I'm big about. We gave away turkeys. We're doing court renovations. We're doing all type of activations in the community, and that's the one thing I love about Red Bull. When I give them a goal or something I want to do, they always try their hardest to help me accomplish that goal, even if it means sometimes it happens over time. But they are a company that's for pushing their athletes and helping them take it to the next level. And most importantly, helping them give back as well. That's why I love them a lot.
And speaking of pushing to the next level, what or who was the non-playing professional celebrity that you saw whose game was like, man, I got to really work on your game, bro, or work on to really improve? Who have you seen the most improvement with from any of the non-professional basketball playing celebrities that you have worked with?
I feel like anybody that works with me consistently will see a payoff. Of course, the thing about celebrities in a year, they might only be able to train like 10 times. It's real. So, but the thing is, they can use my training to take it to other trainers. But I'll say the people that really have went to the next level has been like Drake and 21 Savage. Like, they've come a long way. Like, I was just with 21 last week, and he was shooting, and he's shooting the NBA three effortless now. Like, and then one thing I can say, it just shows in the character of their craft. Like, these aren't guys that they're going to do something half-assed. If they're going to do something, they're going to really learn how to do it. And that's the one thing I can say. I respect these guys because they're serious about the game. I just started with some other entertainers, which is a blessing. I just trained last night. I just trained Michael B. Jordan again. He's one of my clients. We already know he has a milky smooth jump shot, great footwork, great speed, great change of pace. So we're just getting his jump shot all the way back. So it's just to train entertainers and not just NBA players, WNBA players, and European players. It's a dream come true.
Not only they need to have you coaching NBA celebrity game all the time, but they may have to ask you to bring back rock and job basketball, because that was the celebrity game we grew up on that was like really incredible. Queen Latifah stealing the ball from Sean Kemp. That is something that's
right.
That's tremendous with that. Just two more questions I gotta ask for you before we roll out on this. What is a celebrity? Because you got Martin Lawrence to work with him.
Yeah.
That was a tremendous thing. You saw Dick Vitale. Is there any celebrity that reached out that want to work with you that you are excited to meet for the first time? Or is there anyone that you would love to be able to meet down this whole road that you laid down?
Yeah, man, God is good that people like Martin Lawrence and Dick Vitale. I didn't train Dick Vitale, but when I met him, he knew who I was. I was very surprised, by the way. But to have just so many people of that stature know who I was, just like when I trained Jamie Foxx and different people. And even, I don't even take it for granted that Michael B is one of my good friends. When I just saw him last night, like I was telling you, I just had to think to myself, like, damn, like, I just trained Michael B. Jordan again, man. This dude is one of the most famous actors and one of the most famous people in the world. So it's still a surreal moment, and I have to start to get to be more comfortable with it. Cause like my premiere in LA with Red Bull for my documentary, I had like Wood Harris there, I had Marlon Wayans, and it was kind of weird when they were saying, man, we look up to your shooting, we respect you as a person, we love what you're doing in the basketball community, and I have to start soaking that in better. But it makes me uncomfortable to hear other people tell me about myself because I give it out so much that when it comes back to me, it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. So even Michael B said that last night. He was like, bro, to have you helping me learn how to shoot, man, it means a lot. And it's just like, oh wow, thank you. Like I hate hearing it, but it's like, you know what? I have to start soaking that in better. So like you're saying, bro, to have these type of people want me, not just train them, bro, but to be around them. These type of people are really serious about their energy. They don't like the wrong energy to be around them because they're chasing greatness. So for them to take the time out of their day, what I mean? Just last night as well, Rich the Kid pulled up to the gym. You know what I mean? He wanted to link up a little bit. I got Chief Keef pulling up in a few weeks. I got what's my man name what's my guy's name? What's the movie? The Wood? No, Morris Chestnut.
Ooh.
Morris Chestnut just hit me up. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Morris Chestnut just hit me up. Omar from The Power just hit me up last night, bro. And there's so many celebrities that just want to learn the art of shooting. But like you're saying, bro, They just want to be around good energy, and I'll never take that for granted ever.
Indeed, and something that won't ever be taken for granted is Kentavious Caldwell Pope and Michael Porter Jr. towards
Yeah.
and got an NBA title for them on the path to second for KCP, first for MPJ. You talk about just non-experience with them, but do you see this Denver Nuggets team now being potentially something that could have a repeat run here with Nikola Jokic at the heart of it? Do you see them being possibly the next mini dynasty, a dynasty right now in the NBA?
Yeah, the one thing we can say about a championship team, they always have the chance of coming back and winning it again because they know what winning looks like. And to have clients like Kentavious Caldwell Pope and Michael Porter Jr., once again, it's a dream come true. You know what I mean? For these guys to trust me, and these guys are making hundreds and millions of dollars, and they have to shoot jump shots in front of what? Millions of people on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So, for them to do a back-to-back, I can definitely see that's possible because that team, they were a great team. It wasn't just about individuals, it's about teamwork. And the one thing that me and you can say about Jokic, he makes other people around him better. He knows how to elevate other people, but most importantly, continue to take his game to the next level. So I'm definitely excited to see if they do a back-to-back.
And two more just to let you go right here. NBA draft coming. We know Wemby, we know Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson, all of them. But who for you is going to be the sleeper player of this class that when we look back 3 or 5 years from now, it's like they deserved as much billing as the big three in this draft?
I don't think Brandon Miller's getting enough talk. Like they're saying it, but it's here and there. I don't think people understand what he was doing at Alabama. Of course, that small situation, big situation, whatever people could say big or small happened. But I feel like I respect Wemby. Don't get it messed up. This dude's a unicorn. It's like every 200 years you get a player like him. You know what I mean? But I think Scoot. Yeah. I don't think him and Kevin Durant, like the only ones that were ever shaped like that, that's moving like that. But I think Brandon, he's gonna be that guy that's gonna take it to the next level because if you think about it, bro, people are not really talking about him like that, bro. So I think he's gonna be one of those guys that's gonna take it to the next level.
No doubt. And finally, what for you is going to be the score in terms of you battling this Toyota robot in terms of the three-pointer, the long distance, and this true ball that we're going to see? Are you going to sweep all three, brother?
We're going to see, but definitely, Mankind going to win this. So stay tuned. And I definitely hope to do this for Mankind, man. I don't got the robot.
Give a round of applause to him. All the way, Chocolate City, all the way Northeast Corridor. Got a good Brooklyn shout out for me right here. So that's
you already know.
Thanks for this, man. Congratulations on all the success on the movie, and good luck with this whole battle for mankind. The fate of the universe rests on your shoulders, my man.
Hey, you already know, man. Good talking to you, brother.
As always, take care.
All right.
That's it for this episode of Overall, hosted by me, Andrew Jones, on the Bleav Network. But stay tuned because the next episode is coming soon. Until then, God bless, stay well, take care, and I'm outie 5,000. Clutch, championship occasions.